Are we streaming? Okay, guys, welcome. Are we streaming now? Yes. Okay, guys, welcome to today's streaming. We're going to talk about a couple of things that I believe are important. I make a lot of mistakes on the past years as a software engineer, and I'm going to highlight those mistakes with you at the same time that we're going to analyze the current state of the job market or the job market in the tech industry. I think this is an important video you need to hear. You need to listen, because there is a lot of misconception and people talking about the job market. Most of them have kind of the same idea of what is happening, but the truth is no one knows what is happening and what is going to happen in the future. Okay, but there are always good things when things get bad. And the problem that I'm seeing on those videos, and I think this is the main reason I'm doing this specific podcast streaming or topic, is because about this topic is because give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I have had to fix my vehicle, so I need to get that vehicle to the dealer. So yeah, what we were talking about the job term market uh, state right now. This is December 2024. At the same time I'm doing this streaming, and we're streaming. Let me just confirm here. YouTube. Okay. Yes, we're live. We're live, guys. That's cool. That's cool. Let me put here, because I don't have. Okay. Okay, I just pop up the chat window here in case someone um, write something. Okay, guys. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the main issue that I'm seeing on the job market, and also the mistakes that most engineers are are making right now. I'm including on those. Okay, I'm not exception here. The first problem that I'm seeing on the tech market is that most people is complaining and not doing nothing about it. Okay, most people is complaining and doing nothing about it. You see, I have a lot of friends in the software engineering industry. I have a lot of them. I have bachelor degree. I'm from the college. I got a lot of friends, and luckily to me, they are all working right now. I'm not working actually. I made a lot of mistakes and I lost my job 2 months back. And this is the reason I started pushing so much content here, because I didn't have the time before. But I'm trying to get the brand uh, as a software engineer from many months back, never with the time. never with the time enough to make it happen. And I think it's happening now. But this is related with the first mistake that I'm talking about. So you basically, when you depend on one only job, okay, when you depend on only one job, your income stream is from one job, you are fragile. And if you read the books from Nassim Taleb, you will see how much you should avoid fragility on your life, on anything you do in your life, on your business, on anything. Why? Because it's easy for you, if you are a fragile entity, it's easy for you to disrupt your life. Okay, and I'm one of them. I'm talking about specifically myself, and I'm trying to give the advices that I should give to myself a while back. So even though I was trying to make a lot of decisions and trying to get a different source of income that doesn't need my time or my direct time to get it, because when you code, when you program, when you deliver some software, you need to put some times there. So, but the whole idea here is that you need to do something. You need to create something, okay, that at some point in your life give you some source of income while you cannot work. Why? For this reason, okay, because at some time you will not be able to work for any reason. You will be sick, okay, you will not feel okay, you will lose your job, and the market will get crazy like it is today, and you will not get the ability to get money from the marketplace as easy as you were before. Okay, so stop complaining about it, about the situation, and do something. That's the first advice that I want to give you in this stream video. Okay, do something about it. Stop complaining. Complaining doesn't give you any more money. Do something about it. What you should do, okay, start pushing content to this is my personal opinion. Start pushing content to the internet, whatever platform you want, whatever type of content you prefer, okay, but start creating your brand. Your personal brand is the most important asset in your life, and you should invest in it. And still, I see a lot of software engineers that are not doing this. You go here you go here, and the reason I'm talking this before analyzing the data is because I believe these are the most important ideas you need to hear about from the situation that we are in, because we are all in this situation. Okay, you are not exception, I'm not exception. Every software engineer is feeling the pain of this specific situation. Okay, so it's most likely that you will not hear this video entirely because I'm no one right now on internet. So, but I want that. That's what I started giving you this advice. If you go here, there is a lot of developers. I follow a lot of developers, a lot of them. I follow most of the people that I follow here in the internet are developers. Most of them, okay, are developers are fighters actually, because I do love martial arts. But there are a lot of developers creating brand and getting a lot of visualizations and maybe a different side of income here. So you should start here, on my opinion. And still, there are not enough. With all the information you have, with all the knowledge you have, with the smart you are, stop complaining and start doing something. Okay, stop complaining and start doing something. Because complaining will give you any solution to the problems you're facing right now. Okay, so, and the reason I bring this to you is because right now the job market it doesn't look good. Okay, it doesn't look good. As you can see here, the trend for software development job posting Indeed is going down. It's flattening out a little bit, but it still is going down. Okay, IT operation that help the job posting on Indeed is also flattening out, and job posting on Indeed has been also in a downtrend. Okay, so what this means is that you should be careful with your job. Don't lose your job, guys. Do whatever you have to do so you don't lose your job. Do whatever you do so you don't lose your job. Okay, I lose your job just 2 months ago. I make two bad decisions and I lose my job. Okay, but actually I didn't lose it. I just left the job because I thought that I was going to get a new one really quick, and that was a big mistake for this specific reason. Okay, you have too few peoples. You have too many people. Too many. You have a lot of people looking for jobs that are scarce. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about this situation. When the job market is down training, you should be very careful with your job. Don't lose your job. Do whatever you have to do, guys. You do whatever you have to do. You should be do whatever you have to do to don't lose your job. Okay, if you have to work on the weekends, go and work on the weekends. If your manager tells you to do something, do it. Don't complain about it. Okay, this is the first advice. The second advice is start looking for a job when you don't need it. Okay, start looking for a job when you don't need it. This is one of the most important advice that one friend told me many years back, and I never listened to that specific advice. Listen for what I'm telling you, guys. Start looking for a job when you don't need it, and this should be always. Okay, stop. There is a lot of people here on the internet talking about, yeah, you should look for a better impact on the job. You should look for to improve your skill. Yeah, that's totally true. You need a lot of money in this country. On the country you are, in the situation we are right now with inflation at this level, you need money. And if you have family, you need a lot of money to put them in a good school, to put them in a good state. Okay, so money is important. The reason and the problem with this statement, which I made in a different video, is in the state of life you are. Okay, if you are young, you don't have too much things to spend money on. I believe you shouldn't go and prioritize money. If you have a lot of energy, if you have a lot of time, you should prioritize a skill over money. I believe this. I totally believe this. But if you are in the later stage of your career where you are already a senior software engineer, you know what you want to get good at, you know the experience you have, it has some value on the market, okay? And you should go and impact the job you can, but you should also fight for the best money you can get. Because if you think about this, and this is very important to highlight, guys, because and this is my mindset, and I believe it should be any business person mindset. Okay, there is a lot of developers, maybe they are better than myself, maybe no, possibly they are better developers than myself, but the thing is, you need to be a developer and a businessman. Okay, you need to be a software engineer and a businessman, on my opinion. And you should prioritize being a better developer or being a better businessman in different stages of your life. And the problem is, most people, they get mature, they never get a woman, they never get a family, and they continue to prioritize software engineer, not business, which is okay. Everyone is different. I'm just giving you my 2 cents here, okay? But they continue saying on the internet that you shouldn't get money and you should get skills over money, and that's not correct, in my opinion, okay? And I know a lot of software engineers that are above 30 years old, they don't have a wife. Okay, they don't have a wife. They don't have a girl, actually. Okay, so what I was saying here is, if the market is down trending, don't make mistakes. Try to avoid those mistakes in your job, to avoid failure. Work harder than the rest of the people. Okay, and I made this mistake, actually. I made this mistake. Start looking for a job when you don't need it. Start looking for a specific job opportunity when you don't need it. Start applying, start doing something to attract some specific market opportunity. Okay? And the third idea is, it doesn't matter how hard you work on your work, you need to create something for yourself. There's this saying from Warren Buffett: if you don't create something that can give you the possibility to don't need to work from 9 to 5, you will always work for other people's money. Okay, the saying is not accurate as I just told you, but it's kind of similar. Okay, so now the other important topic that I want to talk to you about this is that I believe that this extreme downtrend, which is normal in any bubble, okay, in any if you study bubbles, you will see that this specific scenario is normal. You have a, a very big hiring downtrending line, and after that there is some specific topping, and you will see that after that flattening out, everything going down. Give me a second, guys. So the four important topic that I want to talk to you is that there is a lot of software engineer that they never went to a bachelor degree, or for them was, since this was very easy way to enter to the job market. This from this was very easy for most people to enter in the job market, and now it's getting harder even for people that wasn't easy to get into the job market. Okay, there's a lot of people that got a bachelor degree and they're very good software engineers. They spend a lot of years studying unnecessary math technicalities and physics, like myself. And those people, they're still thinking, they are thinking to leave, or most people are thinking to leave and change it. And this is an important idea that I was going to highlight in this video, so I can see what you think, because I do need to understand if this is happening to you too. I have several friends that they don't get a bachelor degree, they just do a basic. Several years back, they enter in the web development market. They just got several courses and they got a job because they were easy to get a job. They get good at web engineering, but right now it's getting harder to get into the web engineering or any other type of roles. And since they are not getting hired for many months, now they're thinking to go and do something else. And maybe this is a good thing though, because if you are a software engineer and you like your career, you are not thinking to change career now. I mean, I have 15 years of experience as a software engineer, and it's been like 2 months trying to get hired, and it's been a crazy 2 months for me, the hardest month of my life. Okay, I had many interviews, and few of them I got them to a technical interview. Recruiters don't know what companies are interviewing with. If you ask the recruiters, they don't understand the company. If you ask them how the company hires, what the technicalities, what type of question, they don't know. I don't know what is happening for me. Happening. I used to talk with good recruiters before. They can give you some feedback on how the company, specific company, hires, the question related specificities with the specific framework or tech stack, so they knew what they were hiring for. Okay, right now that is not happening. So maybe this time is needed, so the people that got this easily, they don't be in this market anymore. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, you let me know. Okay, but there is a lot of people I know and I see on the internet, on Reddit, that they are starting to pursue a different career. I'm not thinking to pursue a different career, guys, and I hope you don't either. If you spend so many years creating some skill on this specific industry, that's the latest thought you should have in your mind. It will get hard and maybe we get a little bit harder. Maybe not. Maybe we are just seeing the flattening out of the new downtrend. Okay. So I talked to you about 4 important ideas that I have on this specific phase of the job market. Okay, so you can think about them. But I'm going to talk to you about one specific mistake that I made in this specific trend area. So I spent too much time in one company, and that's totally true. For the time of COVID, the time 2022, I had like around 10 years of experience, so I knew what my value is. I knew what I love to do on my profession, and I prioritized having a bigger impact on a specific company that I was not getting the position I wanted to get. I work hard, work weekends. I work on an increase on salary. I work on an increase on change of role. Those things never happen, even though I work very hard. And I had a lot of friends. Going, switching, having 2 jobs, even 3 jobs. And I didn't that. I lose a lot of money around for that specific reason. Okay. And at the end, I make one mistake and I go fired for that specific company. Okay. So if you know where you're in the phase you are, so if you are, so as I say, let me repeat this again. If you're a younger engineer, you should, if you're a junior engineer, you should specialize on something. You should go and find deep knowledge on a specific area that you are interested with, so you can put a lot of effort, a lot of time, and learning and doing better than most people in the universe. But there is a point of your life where you're a skill, and the money you get for the skills you get, you need to take some decisions. And I think if you get to that point, staying too much in one company that doesn't recognize your value is a big mistake. And more if the market is going up like crazy, and you see your friends having better job opportunities and better money than you. That's not good. So I made that mistake specifically. Please let me know if you made that mistake again too. But the whole idea to make this video is that you don't make those mistakes that people are making now that the market is down trending. And if the market start up trending again, you don't make the same mistake that I made. Okay, so the job market is very bad, and the main reason is, I believe the main reason the job market got heated, it was for interest rates. When money is free, it's easy for companies to hire because the money is not coming from them. The money is coming mostly for the bank. The money is not coming for the effort they had to put to create revenue. Okay, so now companies are careful, very careful, okay, to hire, and they have a big pool of people that they don't even know how to filter them correctly, because filtering over 100 people is hard. So if you go here, let me show you something. I'm going to show you my LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to show you my LinkedIn, and I'm going to go to jobs. Okay, let's go to remote jobs. You see, senior solution architect and software engineer. 5 days ago, around 180, is remote full time. Okay, you have over 100 applicants, and I bet this is over 100 applicants is for is for don't stop LinkedIn users to apply this. There is a statistic that I read a couple of days back that the average remote position in LinkedIn got over 1,000 applicants. Still they put 100, but I bet each of these positions are getting thousands of applicants. And I think this is another idea that I'm going to share on this specific tech market. Okay, and this is not for one actually. Okay, this is, you see, over 100 applicants. Over 100 applicants. Any good position that is around 200,000 Ks and is remote, it has a lot of applicants. A lot. Okay, a lot of them. Okay, so, and this is another idea that I want to share. If you are not working right now and you want to get a job faster, in my opinion, you should look for your zip code. Let me see if I can show you here. You have to filter on your zip code. Oops. Okay, and get a closer area and try to get a non-remote role. Try to get a non-remote role, guys. Okay, try to get an on-site role. If you get an on-site role, which you have a less pool of people looking for it, you're gonna start after that improving. And this is another idea. Okay, so sometimes you know your value. Sometimes you need to decrease, depending on the market opportunity, you need to decrease your expectation of what you want to get from the market if you don't are getting nothing. I believe, I'm not sure 100% if this is a good statement for all the people. Okay, sometimes you said like a rate, an hourly rate, and you don't want to change it. Sometimes you need to be flexible, and I think this is one of those times. If you don't have any job and you're getting zero money, okay, you should be flexible on your rate, and maybe you can attract a new contractor right now in that way. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if anything else is worth saying here. We have layoff. As you can see, November 2024, we still have 38 companies laying off, the same as October, almost the same as September. So we still have companies laying off. Okay, employees are in layoff are increased from the last October. So we have 3,659 on October, and on November we have almost 6,000 employees laid off. And those persons are coming into the market. It's possible that even people from July are coming into the market. You see, August, 25,000 people. So we have a pool of over 100,000 persons, engineers, okay, being fired for the last 4 months, which are still in the market. And mostly all of them are trying to get a remote job. Okay, this is the reason why it's very hard to get a remote job right now. And this is the reason why you should avoid making some mistakes, and you should start pushing and creating and getting this opportunity to find the next chapter of your career and try to get better. Okay, this is not the time to say I'm going to change career. This is the time to get better, get much better, get very good, and try to analyze where the next trend is going to be. Where the next trend of your marketing or software engineering is going to be. Okay, guys, what is? I have one thought here, and I think I'm going to show you. Oh, let me see if I found it here. Okay, I read a lot in order to make this video simple as possible, but the general idea is that you need to know DevOps, AI, and machine learning. Okay, and big data. For my opinion, these are the big 4 areas that you should focus on. And also robotics is very important. I also think C++ is going to be is going to increase demand on the future, because you need to create new models. You need people to create new libraries that work in high performance systems and distributed systems. So I believe that CUDA++ is going to increase, C++ demand is going to increase, C and C++ demand actually is going to increase, in my opinion. I believe web development is going to decrease, but maybe you will still have. There is a report here that I was going to show you. Oh, here. Okay, here. Okay. So change of number of engineering jobs opening in the past 4 months compared to the last year. AI research applied scientist 80%, machine learning engineer 70%. Data science has decreased around 3%. This is comparing November to February 21 from 2023 versus November 1st to February 21 from 2024. Okay, so you can see here mobile and front end has decreased around 25%, but if you go here, front end and mobile salaries have been increased a little bit, around 5% on average, mobile around 3%. What this means is that maybe you will have less front-end developers demand in the future. Maybe not, but maybe this is what the data is showing, but at least those guys that are working in this area has a salary increase, which is not that much, to be honest. And as you can see, the change in media salary engineer roles is an average is 5%. No one get. It's very hard to get above 5%. That's why most people end switching jobs. Okay, because it's very hard for you to get a new role. A new increase over 5%. I never got an increase over 5%, even though I was very good on my career, on my last company. I was one of the best there, and I got increase. I got some bonus, but yearly increase, never over 3-4%, never. Okay, and that's another mistake I made on the same idea that I was mentioned before. Okay, so guys, let me know what you think about this. We have neural language programming, computer vision, MLOps, deep learning, PyTorch, key, skilllearn, TensorFlow. These are growth in the amount of AI machine learning skills in the past 4 months. And you will see percent of companies that mention LLM in jobs opening over time. You will see programming languages percent change in demand year over year. Rust is going over. This is interesting. I was expecting to see Go here. Instead of Rust. So I had a video talking about Rust and why Rust is such a good language but a bad product. I had a lot of good comments there. And the reason for this is Rust is a good performance programming language. But it's very hard for any average developer to get it. Okay, so the curve learning is very steady, and I'm not sure if that's a good product. If you mention about simplicity, if you talk about simplicity and software engineering, well, Rust is not a simple language to learn. Okay, and maybe this is good though. Maybe this is good and what's needed for this specific to get this specific performance advantages. I don't know. I had to learn more about Rust. I have done some research about it. Okay, but I believe Go over Rust is the most important language to learn right now. It's easy and you can get as good performance as Rust. Okay, and you have a lot of backend data process, backend services being developed with Go in big companies. Okay, so this was written on March. I'm not sure if we could disclose anything else from here. about the job market. Um, I believe that we already talked the most important things that not most videos on YouTube talk about. So you have two areas here. Let me just highlight here really quick. Okay, let's do something here. So basically, summary here, you have you have a trend that is going up and a downtrend that is going down. What mistakes I made here, and you should avoid staying too long in one company that doesn't recognize your value when a lot of people are getting more value for the skill they provide to the market. Um, if the trends start happening again, you should look for avoid this specific mistake. Okay, that's the most important mistake that I made here, and I believe it's important to hire. This is this is a phase of your life. This is the phase. If you go these years again in the future, this is a phase on your life that is very important. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel happy. Okay. And another mistake that maybe most people does is that they feel happy. They're getting enough money from the 9 to 5 job. They go and quit at. They clock out at 5 a.m. and they don't continue to improve. Okay. They don't continue to add new skill sets. And this happened to me too. Okay. I was working for 9 to 5. I never clock out at 5. I usually clock out at 7, something like that. But after I got to my house, I start doing all the things, and I start experimenting with other things. And I got somehow, some way, I didn't start adding other skills like AI. And AI is was getting hot since many years back, and now we have a lot of people reaching when AI fever started many years back. Okay, so as a summary in this phase that we are right now, okay, don't rush and don't go for a different remote job. If it's harder to get, try to get a zip code, no remote jobs, position close to your house where you live. Okay, if you have to relocate and you have the possibility to relocate, do whatever you have to do to get hired again. Okay, and to get some money, because zero money is not good. Okay, it's not good. Okay, maybe this phase in the industry is good because you have a lot of people that really uh, get into this for the hype and for the money, and not for the actual getting better as a software engineer. Maybe those people will not be competing with you again. Okay, and the other idea is maybe for some people that are being fired right now, they are seeing the importance of don't be fragile in the economy of their lives, and maybe for them it's time to think to start doing more things and adding more value in some ways. And I believe this is the most important learning process of this phase. You will see people pushing videos in the internet, as I'm doing myself. You will see people looking for different places to get other side income money. Um, you will see people trying to launch products, trying to create some value, trying to create some companies. And you will see people doing things that they never thought they were able to do or capable to do. And maybe this is good. Sometimes you need to get these hard times in order to get better, and to get good at, and to rethink your life. Man, I think this has been the most impactful year of my career, to be honest with you. I rethought my life. I'm going to give you the highlights of 2024 in a different video, because 2024 is been a roller coaster for me, and I hope you get some learning from that experience. Because I spent like 8 months sick. I work in 3 different contracts. I made quite a bit of money, not much to be honest. Um, I got a lot of good things, and I got a bad things this year. But the big experience I'm getting right now, damn, I have to get so good as software engineer. I had to get so good. I had to get so good. So never, never, ever again someone has the ability to fire me again. To do that, you need to give, you need to be very good at your career and delivering value to the public in many ways. Because when you are good at, when you are one of the best at what you do, you can create value in many ways. So become the best on your craft, man. And hopefully this time will come and you will be happy again and you will feel better again. And yeah, see you in the next video, guys.